Hey everyone, I'm going to do a video for you on shoulder injury prevention. We're here at the climbing gym. We got a little bit of background noise, but I wanted to talk about correct shoulder alignment, not only just here for the climbing wall, but also on some strength training equipment, which I'll show you in a minute, because the same principle applies whether you are doing indoor rock climbing, or if you're doing a pull-up or a bench press, or some happy kids there, or if you're just reaching to the top shelf of a closet. So I'm clipped in here on the auto belay. I'm not going to be going very far up, but it will be enough to show you the form that I want to convey to you. So normally I would be following a certain color, but that's not what I'm doing here. I just want to talk about the form of the shoulder and especially your elbow. So here it goes. So the first thing you do is, let's say if I'm climbing up this wall, I'm going to put my hand here in this hold. And ordinarily what tends to happen is we wing our elbow out and our shoulder is going to roll in. So if I show you that with my other arm, if I place my hand here and I start to go up the wall, what I'm doing is the shoulder is rolling in or internally rotating and my elbow is out. This is what we do not want to have happen. When we do a lot of internal rotation throughout the day, and we need to get our external rotators involved. Basically, we want, instead of this kind of inward rotation, we want it to be out. Your elbow is going to be your diagnostic clue. So if my elbow is sticking out, that means my shoulder is rotated internally. If my elbow is kind of down like this, shoulder is externally rotated, which is a much safer position, much nicer to your rotator cuff muscles. So the more you can put yourself in external rotation, the better, the safer. And we need to make sure that those muscles get worked because we work our internal rotators a lot. So I'm gonna take a couple steps up just so you can see this in action. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna hook my hand here in this hold. And as I do so, I'm gonna correct my form and kind of pull my scapula down the back and pull myself up. So you can see my elbow is down, nice and strong. The next one, I'm gonna hook my hand here. Now at first my shoulder may be internally rotated, but I'm gonna kind of pull, kind of rotate that externally. Elbow comes down and I pull the scapula down the back. From there, I pull myself up and I keep my form and alignment nice and strong. So that's a little bit how you use that on the rock climbing wall. Let me show you on another piece of equipment. All right guys, now I'm gonna show you how to apply that same principle when doing a pull-up. So what we're really doing when we pull the elbow in and externally rotate the shoulder is we are saving the supraspinatus, which is this muscle that runs right here that's above the spine of the scapula. So if you put your hand back here and you feel that bony protrusion on your scapula and then go right above it, that's your supraspinatus. And that muscle gets overworked and overstretched when we do too much internal rotation. So onto the pull-up. I'm gonna place my hands here. And although you may start with your shoulders, see how my shoulders are kind of coming up my neck? Drop the scapula down the back so you have a lot of space here. Next, I'm gonna pull my elbows in slightly so that the elbows are in front of the shoulder. And then from here, kind of tuck them in and then pull yourself up and then come on down. So at all times, the shoulder is externally rotated and we keep that rotator cuff muscle nice and safe and protected without overstretching it. All right, everyone, lastly, I'm gonna show you the same application for nice healthy shoulders and injury prevention with your incline press with dumbbells. So get your weights. All right, I'm gonna take these up. And again, instead of coming out here, what I'm going to do is to pull my elbows in slightly in front of the shoulder when I lower. So by bringing them right about here, as opposed to here. So elbows slightly in and then press up, just like that. So remember to carry this form into your daily activities, whether you are reaching to the top shelf of a closet to pull something down, or whether you're doing your strength training in the gym or climbing on the climbing wall. Always, always notice where the elbow is. Make sure the elbow is tucked in slightly so that the shoulder externally rotates. And from there, you can keep the scapula down and engage the muscles to keep the rotator cuff muscles and the whole shoulder nice and strong and protected. Any questions about that, please leave me a comment below. I do love hearing from you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.